It started with something small. Not a haunted house. Not a shadow in the dark. Just a bracelet. But sometimes, the quietest stories are the ones that stay with you the longest. I grew up in a big Catholic family. Faith wasn't just something we talked about, it was everywhere. In the way we prayed, the way we lived, and even in the small things we carried with us. When I was in elementary school, I got this bracelet. It wasn't just any bracelet. It was made of small beads, a single decade of a rosary. Something you could carry with you, wherever you went. I don't even remember exactly when I got it. It just became part of my life. When I turned 16 and started driving, I hung it on my car's rearview mirror. And from that moment on, it never left. It would sway gently while I drove, almost like a pendulum. A quiet reminder not to turn too fast, not to rush. But more than that, it just felt right. Like it was supposed to be there. Years passed. And then, my grandmother got sick. Cancer. She was admitted to the hospital where my mom worked, so visiting her didn't feel unfamiliar or frightening. Hospitals had always been a place I could handle. So I visited her often. After school, between everything else. I'd just go and sit with her. Sometimes we talked. Sometimes we didn't. One day, before going to see her, I did something I still don't fully understand. On a whim, I reached up and took the bracelet off my car mirror. I hadn't done that in years. Not once. But that day, I did. I brought it with me into her hospital room. We spent some time together, just like always. And when it was time to leave, I paused at the door. Something didn't feel finished. So I walked back to her. And I gave her the bracelet. "Keep this with you," I said. She smiled. And she wore it. Later, I was told she kept it on almost the entire time. The only moments she took it off were when doctors needed to run procedures. And each time, she would hand it to my grandfather. Carefully. So it wouldn't get lost. Until one day, it did. No one knows how. It had been in my grandfather's wallet. Safe. Protected. And then, suddenly, it wasn't. Gone. The next time I visited her, she told me. She looked genuinely upset. She apologized. Over and over. But I didn't think much of it. "It's okay," I told her. And at the time, it really was. It was just a bracelet. A few weeks later, she passed away. We knew it was coming. But knowing doesn't make it easier. Around that same time, I had gone through a major surgery myself. Everything blurred together. Hospital visits. Recovery. Loss. Days didn't feel like days anymore. Just moments. Disconnected. And somewhere in all of that, I forgot about the bracelet. Until after the funeral. My mom and my aunts were going through my grandmother's belongings. Sorting things out. Helping my grandfather. Just trying to make sense of everything she left behind. Old clothes. Jewelry. Boxes no one had opened in years. And then, purses. There was one purse in particular. Old. Worn. Something my grandmother hadn't used in a very long time. No one could remember the last time she had even touched it. My mom picked it up. Opened it. And looked inside. Then she froze. Because sitting there, at the bottom of that purse, was my bracelet. The same one I had given my grandmother in the hospital. The same one that had been lost. The same one that had disappeared from my grandfather's wallet. Somehow, it was there. In a place it should never have been. No one had put it there. No one even knew it existed anymore. And that purse hadn't been used in ages. So how did it get there? Did someone find it and quietly return it without saying anything? But then, why put it in an old purse no one ever used? Or did it find its way back on its own? I got the bracelet back. And I didn't question it. Not out loud. But sometimes, late at night, I still think about it. Because logically, there is no explanation. None that make sense. That bracelet should have been gone forever. Lost in a hospital. Just another small thing that disappears without a trace. But it didn't. It came back. And now, it's exactly where it used to be. Hanging from my car's rearview mirror. Swaying gently, every time I drive. Just like before. Only now, it feels different. Because every time I look at it, I can't help but feel like it's not just a bracelet anymore. Like someone made sure it wasn't lost for good. And maybe, just maybe, someone is still watching out for me.